What's up, everybody? So we have a new setup. We're going to try and rearrange this every week, I think. I've combed my hair. I didn't shave. And I look like Frank this week with my glasses.
I'm watching them.
He forgot we were taping. We're going to roll this back real quick. But anyways, we have a guest with us today, Mr. Sam Boushie. That's really weird for me to say, by the way.
You can say Sammy. That's fine.
I can say Sammy? Okay.
Tatasilian.
So,
The rest of you guys have to call him Sam.
So Frank, do you want to tell everybody what exciting news we had today?
What would you say? Did we already go over this?
Yes. Anyways, because Frank has forgot his part in the show, which is totally fine.
God, we just went over this.
Yeah, we did. So we got our YouTube link. We hit 100 subscribers. We pretty much begged for it. It was desperation, and you helped us get us there. So we really appreciate that. And here you go, the unveiling. So we're not really sure what the C is. Maybe you have to be better at YouTube to be able to get that C out of there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
We're gonna have to look into that. But yep, that is our link. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, you can go there and actually watch the real YouTube feed. We're happy to have you wherever you want to watch us, however. So thanks for being here. Anyways, back to the main scene. So I'll let you introduce Sam here, and you can go first. Or are you going to make me do the...
You got to introduce Sam.
All right. Well, Sam, I'll let you do it. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I grew up here in Titusville, as you know. Been gone for about 14 years, I guess, and just moved back in the spring of last year, and they needed a guest on the show tonight, so I thought I'd come over and grace their presence. So.
Well, good deal. We're glad to have you.
I feel like I need a pair of glasses, though.
You do?
Yeah,
I don't think I have any extras, though. In fact, these have been missing for quite a while, so...
What did you see? If you saw the video last week, you saw Kevin was like this the whole entire time.
Oh,
it was bad.
Dude, look at it. I have such a wrinkle right there. It's ridiculous.
Squint wrinkle?
And if anybody doesn't like my shirt, you can get off this show.
Well, why are you wearing the shirt?
Because I went to Disney today, Frank.
You did.
That's what I do.
We're avid Disney goers.
So what do you think about Disney?
I think my annual pass is done.
Yeah.
All right,
we all do. So we all three have it.
We got another annual pass. Or
are you a Baller Platinum member? Are you a Gold? Are you a Silver?
Gold. I think that's gold.
Is yours actually silver?
I think ours is
the
silver.
only silver one is the golf, right?
The platinum.
Well, it's only one golf course, so to me it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that's platinum. I think gold is what, no blackout dates or something like that.
No, gold has blackout dates.
It's
a couple
Christmas
days in
and
the
spring
summer.
break.
Yeah,
it's no summer.
It isn't summer.
It's 2 weeks in Christmas.
Yeah.
And then spring break.
Yeah, because we couldn't go on like Christmas Day or the day after or
Right.
something.
But not that you want to go to Disney then anyway.
No, have you ever done it?
No, hell no.
I went one time. It was because the Gold Pass used to be better than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it used to be like Platinum was like everything, like including West Coast Disney land, and the Gold was pretty much any time here, and they've changed that obviously along with the price. I remember back then it was $300 a person, and I think it was at the discount rate it was $500 and something a person.
Yeah, $570 I think Florida, isn't it?
Yeah.
It goes down though after you buy it. I think you get a little bit.
They raise the price every year to where it just equals the same.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they're like, haha.
I think I might get Universal next year.
We tried that, like maybe 2 years ago? Dude, the kids did not bite. It's like a third of the price.
That and the height restrictions are crazy.
Well, my daughter, she's a Harry Potter fan now. She's that age. And,
okay.
They got that land there or whatever.
How old is she now?
I couldn't even get my kid to go on the rapids, the Popeyes rapids. My daughter.
Do you know the actual story behind that? Why that is the way it is?
No.
So if you notice, Universal's like height limitations are much taller.
What is it, 56?
Yeah, like the coasters are huge. Like you can go to, it's 44 inches to go on the all dark one, Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, yeah.
That at Universal would be 56 inches. The
wow.
reason why is back when that was bought, I guess Disney, Walt, had something to where he didn't have to abide by those rules and set them himself. So the older rides are not requiring of it.
I'm sure the speed is a lot faster at Universal's coasters too.
Yeah, but dude, is it me or is Space Mountain will chop your hands off if you hold them up in the air?
Have you seen the video? I think I saw it on YouTube. It's the when they have all the lights on inside
Yeah.
and testing the track.
I've never seen it.
And
Yeah, where
there's,
it broke
there's people
down.
going up, and it's maybe 8 inches from their fingers.
Oh, dude, that's.
Shaquille O'Neal would definitely
No,
lose.
yeah.
I
his
can
game.
tell you
This
how
is
many
it.
times I go like this on Space Mountain.
Yeah.
I'm like too afraid to get too
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
That and Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain, the bones at the end. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I dragged my daughter on Everest, and she liked it.
See, my daughter's just now probably tall enough to go on that. We went on Everest. We went out to Disney Land
California.
and went on there. Dude, their park's so much better.
Yeah.
It's smaller, but it's not as crowded. Like you wouldn't believe. Like you walk in there, their fast pass is different. For instance, so you get a fast pass. You only get one, but you get one every 30 minutes, and it's none of the rides sell out. Like they're always available.
Well, did you know the fast passes? If you say if like your wife and one child goes, and the child isn't old enough to ride it, but both
Right.
parents want
Switch
to ride
pass.
it, they let you just wait and get right in the front of the
And
line.
you know, they used to not be as good about this. So back in the day, like a year ago, I don't know if you know about this, if you went up, because he had Blake, and I had Camden, and she was little, and still is, but we would walk up and they'd give you a voucher. It wasn't like you didn't have to go in and then meet them at the end and come right back in like they are now.
That's pretty cool.
You got a voucher that was good for 4 people. So we would go up there, ask for the voucher, act like we're going to go park the stroller, and leave.
Yeah.
And then come back after we
Get
ride
right up.
another
Yeah,
ride and
yeah.
walk right in, all of
I'm
us.
sure there's a lot of loopholes you can get around with it.
Yeah. But hey, I have a great time at Disney. I don't know
Yeah,
about
my
you.
wife was a huge Disney growing up, and I wasn't. But now when you have the kids and stuff and see their faces, it gets pretty exciting, and you just get roped into it.
It's
I almost wore my Mickey hat tonight. It's the old one where he's turning the ship wheel.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
It's great.
Doing
Now
a-
you're good. Yeah, exactly. The whistle.
it's to me it's crazy how much they just freaking blindly love the damn mounts.
Oh yeah.
They like you mentioned like we're going to Disney and their day has just changed. Right? They're all stoked about it.
Well, I always say the same thing to everybody. In the lines, for the most part, if you have fast passes, they're super stoked to be there. It's not that long of a line.
Yeah.
And for that time in my life, I am left alone.
We waited in line for the Avatar ride at
Oh, my God.
Totally worth it.
Is it not the best ride you've
It's
ever
the
been
coolest
on?
ride I've ever been on.
Not the one we went on, the boat, the rapid one.
No, that one's
yeah.
The one you lay on that little jet
Have
ski.
you not
Never
been on the
did.
real one yet?
No.
It's
It's life-changing.
We waited 2 hours easy, and it was totally worth it.
You can't get that's one you can't get a fast pass for, right?
I've gotten it 3 times.
Really?
But you have to be
Wow.
very adamant. Yeah.
You have to every day check that because
Yeah, well, what you do,
The kids
me and
at
Janet,
school.
wake up in the
listen,
morning.
can we get Janet
Take 'em out of
on the
school.
line? Can Janet get, put
I'll
Janet
get
in here somehow? Because Janet and I seriously have developed a system that will get us fast passes. That, like, Janet will send a screenshot of, this is where we're wanting to go today. Let's get these times. And me and her will both get the exact times, which is almost impossible.
That's pretty.
But the way you do
A
it,
lot of logistics.
oh yeah, the way you do it is you get the ride you want for whatever time you can get it for, right?
Right.
And then you go to edit it, and you just sit there and press, like, because there's normally a 30-minute window you can choose, so like 1
Right.
or 1:30 or 2. I think it's full hours, but anyways, you just switch back, forth,
And
forth,
refresh it.
back, forth, and eventually it'll go, all right, this guy's not giving up.
Just
And-
a little person behind a computer
Yeah,
just
you know,
watching.
there's somebody fighting you every time you hit it. They're like decline,
Yeah,
decline.
dude, it's an art.
We might have to make a on location ordinary guys at the park.
Dude, we
Oh,
did you see?
You never
our-
saw our video.
No.
Kevin hates. You got to watch.
Whatever the deal is, late. Kevin's like, you know what? I don't want my meal. I'm gonna eat a damn turkey leg when we go to Disney. Well, as we get to Disney, and it turns out that all the turkey leg places were closing, and they start from the back of the park where we were, and they work their way forward. So we were like chasing,
Trying to chase it.
and they closed. Right,
But it was like
every single one.
it was so. But here's the thing: I hadn't eaten all day, and it was 9:30 at night. Like, and this was pre-diet, used to being fasted. Like, it was to the point where I was just like, screw it.
Yeah.
And I never got to eat the whole park. And then when I drove home, I didn't even get to eat until, what was it, 1 in the morning?
It
I
was
sent you a
late.
picture. I cooked chicken parmesan. I
At
cooked,
your house?
Yeah, I cooked everything.
like 1 in the morning. He's in the kitchen
That's
like
funny.
cooking a full Italian dinner.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I was trying to share the Facebook to my Facebook, but I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I've been messing with it
Don't
too.
ask me.
But I mean, there's only 2 people watching mine, so
And I'm not going to ruin the whole thing. So
we'll just get on with the regular show. Plus, you can see that I commented up there.
Hey, Bob's on.
What's up, Bob?
My buddy. So, next piece of information is the diet I created. And if you would like to join, I will be selling memberships to my diet. I invented it. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Kevto.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we discussed it a little last week. So
Keto with the V.
I still think it sounds.
I'm not really sure what this keto thing is, but
I don't know what
Kevto
it is either.
I
works
think
for anybody.
keto sounds better, man.
Yeah, so Kevto. Let's just cut the crap. It's keto, and I named it Kevto. But the reason why, if you didn't watch the last show, is I act like I know everything about this diet because I'm a Google scientist. Yeah, so like I'll write Frank and I'll be like, did you know you could eat 86% cacao chocolate? And he's like, yeah, I told you that like 7 times. But hey, the diet works. I'm down to 265.
Where'd you start?
Originally with the low-cal diet, I was 297.
Wow.
But this diet started at like 277. So I'm down 10.
It's good.
So
I started too about 3 weeks ago.
keto,
No, just
low-cal.
stop eating like shit and
Yeah.
try to work out a little bit because I was over 200 and I'm about 188 now. So
That's good. I started November of like 17. I was stuff. But most of the stuff I was still eating was still like sugars.
mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, why? I still feel like crap. You know what I mean?
Carbohydrates, man, it'll kill you.
Yeah. So then I started looking into the keto diet, and it really just kind of taught me low carbs. Like stay away from the BS. So
Right.
avoid sugars and stuff like that. And I feel better for the most part. But I was like 238.
Wow.
238, and I went all the way down to 187. I'm back up now. I'm like 197.
Well, mine was 206. That was the highest, and that freaked me out.
Dude, there's like milestones, right? Like
I
you
need to
hit one.
stop.
and-
I need to stop what I'm doing. And
What was your high school weight?
oh shit, I think I was about $140 in 9th grade.
Crazy.
Maybe 155, 60 graduate. Maybe
Dude,
I didn't break 150-ish until after I got married.
really.
But I worked out. I was in industrial coatings, and
You're
I
out
labored
there.
for
Yeah.
my job, so I didn't. I ate what I wanted to eat, and I burned it off. But
What was your high school weight?
Here's the crazy thing. So when I was a freshman, I don't know if you
Imagine
remember me
150.
this long ago.
I don't remember.
I was 5'4", 104 pounds in high school as a freshman.
Jesus.
I got picked on all the time. That's when I learned how to fight because I was the new kid coming from Park Avenue. Because I got kicked out of Park Avenue. I got asked to leave from Park Avenue. And I went into Jackson. And then I went pretty much straight into high school because it was a short period of time. And like, I was the smallest guy. Plus I was the new guy. Plus at the time I was kind of talking to a girl that a lot of guys liked, which automatically pinned me to get just full aggression at.
yeah.
And it was like, I better learn how to fight quick. But then I graduated at 6 foot, 230 pounds. And I was built
Quite a
up.
jump, man.
Yeah. But my, from what I've heard, and I've always heard this story, my cousin was the same way and grew like 7 inches or something his senior year.
Wow.
So it's like, it's just what we do. Unfortunately, my legs never grew, so I have an extremely long top end, and I have midget legs.
Dude, I remember being a freshman. I was a freshman. I all eat lunch. I don't know if you've ever been an astronaut, but
Yes.
I was dating this girl. I thought I was cool. I had like my first girlfriend, and a senior tight end on the football team was like talking to her, and I step up and he's like, "What are you doing with this 6 foot beanpole?" And I just like, dude, I was like maybe $140, and I was only like 5'8", 5'9", so I was flattered. He
He's
thought I was 6
6'3",
foot.
240.
He was jacked, and I was like, I mean,
You did not.
all yours.
Let me tell you one story about me being small. So in 8th grade, I was even smaller than the 5'4", 104, but I was playing older kids basketball or whatever. Well, I forget why, but we had to do a study hall at Park Avenue. Like, I guess the girls were having to play or something, so they're like, you guys can go do your homework or whatever. Well, they had us in this science lab doing homework, and this one kid, who actually is on my Facebook friends now, and we are friends now, so he's going to hear this and hear me talking crap. That's totally fine, because he deserved it. I'm sitting there doing my homework, and he was a bully at the time, and he was a big guy compared to me, and he comes around and just straight up jacks me in the stomach. Like one of them ones where you're like, and I'm like dying.
Solar plex.
Yeah, like I am messed up, like hunched over, and I'm so mad, and this might have been one of the reasons I got asked to leave Park Avenue. But I grabbed one of them glass beakers. Remember those ones you used to fill up? They were in the little
graduated cylinder.
Dude, I smashed that thing right across his face while I was going. So then he's crying because I split his face open, and then I'm dying, like can't breathe, and then here comes the coach. And I always wonder, looking back, like where was the coach like when I first got hit to the 10 minutes later to where I almost got my breath back? Like where was he before I hit this kid in the face?
I think about that shit all the time too, and I think at that time, teachers, coaches, parents, they were like way ahead of their time. They were expecting MMA fights, like 10 seconds, that shit's over. Somebody gets hit in the face.
We fought a while at Jackson.
That's what but like they let it, they were like, oh, it'll regulate itself, and then like 5 minutes into a fight, they're like, maybe
teeth are falling out.
Maybe we should do something here.
Step in on that.
They were probably just like we are. You got to think, teachers when we were younger were our age.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to get hit.
And let's be honest, if we saw some people fighting, the situation of that I've ever seen is I remember there was a school down south that I had to put a sound room in. And it was a school for kids in the Tri-Cities area. You know what the Tri-Cities area is? Like Opelika and the really rough area, like where the Orange Bowl used to be.
Right.
And so that area is nicer now, but not much. But it was bad. So this school's right in the slap center of it. It's not only just a school in that area, but it's the kids that were kicked out of the other schools to that school. It's like their Devereaux ropes, right? So these kids are bad. And if you think you've ever met bad kids before, you have not. They literally, and I'm not kidding, every break, I'd hear the bell for the break. These kids were only like kindergarten to like third grade. They had them in a pod, like a section that was, it was like a prison. And then the next section over was the older kids. And they told us, they said, don't go over where the older kids are, especially during break. And we're like, that's kind of weird. When we first got there.
Dog shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to go that way.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm sitting out there and the bell dings, and these are the young kids. I'm not kidding. It's like a Royal Rumble. They all come out. Everybody's going, you know how they do in high school.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, they got so. Yeah. God, they got so. Right. Everybody was G as fuck.
Well, no, it's like, and that's the thing, is it's like these kids, they have no business acting like this. They've watched this on TV.
Oh,
they have not inherently like been this way.
Right.
So they come out and I'm not kidding, there's 6 to 12 fights every single break. And here's what they do. This is the funny part. So every time all these teachers are out there and they have these catcher's gear things on.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And they run over and they grab the kids. They flip them upside down on the ground, like to where they're face down, like cops, because they're small. These aren't big kids.
Yeah.
And then they sit on them. And then the kids are like...
That's the biggest bully of them all.
And they sit there and they go, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? And until the kid goes like this and puts his hands out, like they're going to jail, puts his hands out and says, I'm done, they just send him back to class. They don't go to principal, no, nothing. And here's the kicker. So you know how most schools, like, you can't get in the school because it's locked? This school, like, the whole thing, and you can't get out either unless somebody lets you out. This school, you can get out just fine. You just can't get in. Because if you leave, they don't want you back.
Yeah.
And somebody got shot in the street while I was there, killed, about, like, you could see it from the front of the school.
Opelika, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And then we had a forklift, a full-on forklift, right? And it's parked in the driveway of this school. And they go, what are you going to do with that overnight? I go, I'm going to leave it right there. It's a forklift. I mean, a forklift weighs like 5 cars.
Yeah.
And they're like, it'll be gone in the morning. They're like, you can't leave it here.
Yeah.
They made us drive it like into the gated area behind the school where nobody could see it.
It's so weird though, because that's what you expect, like when they say like inner city schools. You guys hear inner city schools. Florida is so weird, right? Because that's not like really inner city. It is, but it's not, I mean, like freaking Miami or like on the beach or on the coast. But no. But I mean, it's got to be just as bad.
Well, Miami would be the biggest metropolitan center that Florida has.
Of course,
I would say it's probably in the top 10.
But see, it's like I can see Jacksonville. You live in Jacksonville.
Yeah, but Jacksonville downtown is as big as this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's a shithole.
But it's so weird because Jacksonville's like such a massive city.
Well, the landing down, I mean, it's garbage. They need to do what they need to do.
Speaking of
tear it down
landing,
and build it up.
They had that video game convention where that guy went nuts and shot everybody up.
Well, I mean, I used to go to the Florida Georgia game back in the day, but now you
couldn't even walk.
You get stabbed. You're trying to walk through there. God forbid if you wear a certain team that you're not supposed to wear.
So weird, man.
People get upset. Here's the difference. Back like the story I was telling you, right, where I'm fighting somebody with a glass beaker. Like the worst that was going to happen there is somebody's going to get knocked out and possibly have to have stitches. Now, it's like everybody's shooting everybody, stabbing everybody. Like there's no respect for life. It's crazy.
You got to carry everywhere.
It's nuts.
Everywhere you can.
And another Opelika thing in the same area because I had to go back to calibrate their equipment. I'm driving down the road and freaking one dude's like this, doing the freaking bullshit. I'm going to throw the bullets at you thing.
Yeah.
Right over cars in front of me.
What was that movie where you can sling it?
Yeah.
What's that movie?
I remember that.
I don't remember that.
I forget what that movie. Remember he could curve the bullet.
Wanted? Is it Wanted?
Yeah.
Or totally embarrassing.
I got a big scar to prove it.
You played in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play in high school, but I played like outside of high school for a little bit.
What'd you play? I forget.
I played soccer.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. I should have played baseball, but that's another story. Maybe another night.
Hey.
A little politics involved at Titusville High.
There is politics involved at Titusville High.
But I was a 4-year
My friend Kyle Miller and me could go on for hours about politics.
Donald Huff and Jason Colvin played on Little League forever. I had more home runs than Huff and Kyle Miller combined last senior year, or not senior year, but whatever Little League was, 16, 15.
Well,
they vouched for me though big time, and I just for whatever reason it just didn't work out.
It was bad. Me and Kyle Miller were senior catchers, and we would alternate, and that was fine with us because we were both good. We both.
I love them guys. I mean,
and Kyle's a great guy, and we got along great. Then here comes a freshman catcher that's politically in. He wasn't any better than either of us.
Well, that's how it rolled there.
And we got to sit as seniors. And the funny thing is I got a full ride scholarship for baseball, but I wasn't good enough to play on my high school team. So.
I left into my senior year of soccer, so I went to Carlos's funeral, and the coach benched me because I missed practice.
Over that?
So I was gone.
I'll still abide by. So obviously, now I play baseball, but I do have another sport I can talk about.
I played football.
Did you play anything?
I played football.
I did freshman year.
Yeah, freshman football. Everybody does freshman football.
Yeah. I got the lights knocked out of me.
I got a pick six. My first play.
I don't think I ever touched.
That's all I ever played. Pick six. We're not playing anymore. Politics.
What the hell, man?
Titusville was bad. Well, why do you think our teams were so bad? I mean,
that's true.
So, but
soccer team was good.
Yeah, soccer team was good.
We were balling. Sean Vanderpool and Matt Cisco.
Kyle Maynard.
Yep. Charlie Casey.
Yeah.
I was a freshman on varsity, so those were all seniors. Matt and Charlie and Alan Wood. I think he was a junior.
Scott
Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
his brother.
Me. Yeah. Bobby.
Yeah.
Ryan Cisco.
I mean, these are some athletic dudes.
Legacy. Yeah. Bush. We were pretty good.
I would think so with that lineup.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we grew up together. I mean, we played. My crew went to I grew up in Astronauts District, so Eric Emmons, Aaron Meadows, and Jason, and all them guys went over there.
Yeah.
And I went to Titusville, so.
I grew up with them. But it's so weird, though, man.
It's so weird that Eric's a doctor, by the way. That blows my mind. Like that any of our friends are doctors.
I got to spend a little time with him in Jacksonville. I saw it. He's.
Well, I mean, I know.
He was
I'm
a trainer
saying...
for the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he used to tell me.
I saw Bill at a game up there years ago. His dad, because they live right behind me in Fox Lake Manor.
Oh, yeah.
Jason, they lived the street over, and Ryan Young. We all live in the same neighborhood.
So Eric's telling me this story, and I doubt he even listens. But if he did, I might be wrong. But he was telling me that because we caught up with him in Jacksonville. He's like, "Bro, you got to see like the sideline of the Jags like pre-game." It's like the coaches, or you say one of the trainers, because they leave the coaches out of it, right? One of the trainers hands everybody like the ammonia packs or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, the kickoff, he goes, I'm not lying, the kickoff is the most dangerous fucking thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Because literally, right before they run on the field, they crush up the ammonia and then... And
have you ever done that?
The field. Dude, it's like almost knocked me.
That's why they changed where you can't run off down the kickoff.
Yeah.
Breaking their shit.
Dude, he said, he was like... he'd get the chills, because it's like, this dude, this like 250-pound beast that's
he's
about to run
at 21 miles an hour.
And now he's running
200 beats per minute.
Dude, just flying off the edge, and you watch him hit, and he's like, oh god.
Oh man.
But yeah, dude, so that's funny. He said, and the funniest thing that he said was Del Rio. Like Jack Del Rio would grab a handful of them himself.
He's a big dude.
That guy was crazy.
Dude, he was always amped up. He's like, that's why, man.
So did you not play any sports?
Dude, my mom fucked that up for me. Dude, my mom would sign me up because my parents got divorced. My dad lives in Connecticut. And my mom ran down here to Florida. And my dad would always be like, all right, he's got to play baseball or whatever. So I played Little League for the longest time. And I was actually really, really good. But then my mom, like, she didn't want to bring me to practice. She didn't want to deal with all that shit, right? So my dad would always be like, no, you got to sign him up. And my mom would always, like, sign me up and then never bring me. Dude, like, my dad would fly down from Connecticut to see my games and stuff sometimes. And then when we got, like, towards, like, after middle school, the break is, like, you're either going to play high school sports or you, like, now you would be playing travel. Like, you can get away with it now and just play travel ball. You don't have to play high school.
Yeah, now AAU and all that stuff. Yeah.
You kind of still should. I mean, the school's going to want you to.
If you're good, you don't play high school sports nowadays.
Yeah, they're just, like, you don't need to.
You play comp league.
I think it's AAU now.
Yeah.
But I do have to answer this question because Josh Salzman said, who was the freshman catcher? I made it a point. Oh, and thank you for saying it's awesome. I made it a point if I'm ever going to say anything negative, I don't name that person unless they're sitting right there. And I got nothing bad to say about Sammy. But your dad wasn't the coach then, so it had nothing to do with him. And by the way, tell him I said say hi. And that's probably disappointing, but that's the best I can do right now. But my surprise in the bucket, and I could go get you my class ring and my Letterman's jacket. I was a Letterman state winning freestyle swimmer on the high school swim team.
What's up, man? Aaron just jumped on the Facebook Live, and it's funny because we were just talking about him. I'm not going to tell you whether it was negative or positive. You're going to have to watch it on YouTube to find out.
But yeah, swimming, the reason I did that is because I got cut from basketball. And that was an enlightening moment because I've never, failed at a sport. Mm-hmm. And I got cut, and I remember looking at the list going, wait, they forgot to put my name on this, right? And I was, freaking out, inside. I was it hurt me emotionally. Yeah. So then I was doing nothing, and I'm I live for sports. Well, there was nothing going on, and my mom knew I liked swimming, but never, who's going to want to wear a Speedo and shave their legs sort of a thing. So we go out there, and she talked to the swim coach and was like, hey, do you mind if he comes and just swims? And she's like, well, I don't think he's going to be able to, swim any meets, but yeah, he can go swim in lane 6. Lane 1 is the high-end swimmers, I guess you would call it. Yeah. And then lane 6 was the newbies, right? And so I go down the newbies. By the end of that practice, I was in lane 1.
That's nice.
Yeah, I could naturally swim really well. And it's funny because who was the basketball coach again?
Yeah, when we were in school? Gilreath.
Yeah, so Coach Gilreath, his son swam too. And,
Kevin.
And I remember he goes, damn, Deschler, if you could run as fast as you could swim, he goes, you wouldn't have got cut on that basketball team. Swear to God.
Which is freaking nuts because... swimming is one of those things. It's so weird, right? Because I did one triathlon, right, and I did a triathlon sprint because I knew worst case is very hard for me to die, right? Yeah. It's not over demanding. But then you watch the people swim, and it's so funny because the majority of the people that do these triathlons were swimmers. Right. They're I can ride a bike, I can run. You know what I'm saying? It's rare. In my case, I was I can run. Let me see if I can. Ride the bike. I'm right, let me see if I can swim. Fuck that. Yeah. It was a quarter mile, and I'm doing no freaking lie. The backstroke because I was dying. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And Kevin's like, oh no, I'm a great swimmer. And I'm like, how the fuck is that possible?
Orcas are the main attraction at SeaWorld. I swim like a whale.
Did one of them just die?
One of the old. I think was it
that crappy one that ate people.
No, I don't think so. It was the oldest female.
Yeah, it was
I think it was the oldest female.
I thought that was the one that killed the trainer.
Tillicombe?
Yeah, Tillicombe.
Dude, that thing has been in a cage the size of a shoebox
before. Yeah, but its whole life.
Is it gone?
I thought that's the one that died. I don't know. Maybe somebody watching that one.
But
I think the roughest part of my high school was when I broke my leg. It was the end of my freshman year.
Oh.
And the water boy came out, and I had to manage the team to letter. And, you know, I had to get water and everything like that. And that movie came out in Boushie, and
Oh my
that
god.
was horrible.
You know what's funny?
So nowadays, like, people, like, tell them, you know, they ask my name. Oh, like Bobby Boushie? No.
Not at all.
No, that's funny.
Totally
And
different spelling.
I'm not the water boy.
It's like Office Space. Do you like Michael Bolton?
Yeah. I've never heard that before, so, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song? I like them all.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Oh,
It was
man.
funny because downstairs I go, hey, Sammy Bouchier's coming over. And I said, do you know him? And Morgan's like, no, I don't think I've ever met him. And out of reaction, I go, Bobby Boushie. Like that, just out of
There you go.
nowhere.
There you go.
Like, it happens.
Almost every time, it's so funny. Every time, like, I just see, even if I pop up Messenger, right? I get a message, I pop up, and I'll see that you're on. Freaking Waterboy.
Yeah.
Always. It's hard. I mean, it's not that. It's a great movie.
Amber says you did yoga.
What? Amber, what?
He's like, I wasn't going to talk
You
about
talking
that.
about in
Amber.
high school? Jesus. Alright, I gotta talk about this
They had
story.
yoga back then?
No.
Yeah, they had aerobics at Titusville High.
Yeah, we
They
didn't
had
have
yoga
Did you have
too.
yoga?
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I never heard of it until
All
I
right.
took all
like
them
5 years
classes. I took weightlifting.
They had yoga
to 4.
class at in high
Uh-huh.
school?
Yeah, Miss Dixon taught it.
Yeah.
Love that lady.
I remember Coach Guthrie in weight training. The first class with Coach Guthrie. Whole class sitting there. We're all 14, 15 years old. And he goes, all right, you got your bench press, you got your squat. Over here you got your dip. You got your choice of Copenhagen or skull. And I was like, ha! Oh, somebody got it. So funny. I'll never forget that. Coach Guthrie.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Which he would go to jail now.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm
Big
gonna
time.
elaborate on Amber's comment real quick, and it's so funny. Bob will like this story too. So going into my senior year, I kind of did what everybody. Dude, I had, what was it? Senioritis, senior fever, whatever. Dude, from day one, I was like, dude, I'm done, right? So and
Not me. I made straight A's.
did you
my
guys
senior
do
year.
block scheduling, or did you?
Yeah.
we had luck.
So you had like what, 4 classes?
Yep.
Yeah, every semester.
Yeah. So we had block scheduling. So my last semester, I started off the day. My very first period, I was librarian's aide,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all I had to do was rack up the day's newspapers and like remember the library rack with the
So
newspapers?
pretty much nothing. Yes, I do.
Nothing, right? So then I needed photography. Like literally, I went up to Mr. McCoy. Have you known Mr. McCoy? Jenny McCoy's dad. He actually passed away a couple years ago, I think. But I was like, dude, look, I did good in photography. Let me help some of these other people. So he creates like an admin, role for me.
It was
So
called peer counseling for ours.
they just call it peer counseling.
That's
In
the
other
only
words-
class I had my last semester of my senior year. One Miss Monty peer counseling.
So,
Did you ever even go? Because I
I
did.
used to bring a breakfast every once in a while and just go to the beach.
I would come in
That's
and
awesome.
sign it and leave.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Well, then I had like one real class, and then 4th period. So her name was Miss Post, Wendy Post. She was like the hot blonde health teacher that taught sex ed. So all the
And if
guys.
anybody
went
knows
crazy
her,
over-
get her to friend Frank.
Yes, she lived in Merritt Island.
No.
So she would drive me to school in her boyfriend's yellow Corvette.
Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was the talk of the town for a couple of days. But so then she puts me in her aerobics class. She's like, 4th period aerobics. You do aerobics and you just leave. And I was like, oh, dude,
I
we
did
had
Thai
like
boat class.
we had like Billy
I
Blank's
didn't even know
movies.
these classes existed in high
Oh,
school.
dude, they're phenomenal.
Because you weren't trying to make straight A's your senior year, so you could get
Well,
your bright
I
futures.
wasn't there the half of the.
You know, I
missed
missed bright futures by .02.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, these classes helped me get bright futures.
You got a comment
Oh, yeah.
saying Aaron Meadows said, "Way to represent SoFi."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron
Oh,
Meadows was a good baseball player back in the day.
I mean, Aaron,
Lefty.
way back.
Yeah.
Dude, Aaron, Jason had this story with, God, was it Landers? I think it was Coach Landers. So Jason had a rip in his baseball pants, and one day they were out there in practice, and Jay decided he wasn't going to wear underwear.
Oh,
So,
God.
like-
Stuff I feel like kids now would, like, cry about.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that literally the field would clear.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, and they'd all be
Yes, yeah.
hiding under a desk.
That's
And
funny.
at what age did that start? Because technically we're millennials.
Yeah, I don't
So-
really like to.
Yeah, I feel like what
I feel, Gen X.
we should be our own thing, right?
We're Zennials now. Well, you're not. Me and him are.
No, we looked up the other day. They're very, very specific with
It
their.
was 35. If you're 30, what is that, by the way?
Oh, yeah, Blake wanted me to bring this in. So we went and saw the Lego movie today. And
How was it?
It was good.
Was Ruth Bader Ginsburg in it a lot or just that little part?
Which one was Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
The judge.
She did?
Oh, no just that one.
Nobody's seen her in like 3 months.
Just that one part.
Supposedly she's not dead.
No, I heard she went to a musical like 4 or 5 days ago, but couldn't make it to the State of the Union.
That was intentional.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can go down the political road, but I don't think we're going to have to start another show.
So hold on. So where's the camera? So I told Blake, he was like, you have to show everybody. Here, hold it up to the camera. We have to show everybody his Tin Man. Tin Man was in the.
I don't think it's going to focus. Oh, it did focus a little.
Good enough. Woo, 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 woo. All right, so I'll show him. So, but it was. I mean, it's funny. The show's funny. Dude, Batman. What's his name? God,
He talks like this.
Yeah, but why do I forget the guy's name?
I know who you're talking about. He's funny in everything he does.
He's so funny. I'm gonna. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna find out who plays Batman.
Well, that'll kind of segue into what our next topic was.
Okay.
Because now we're on, movie show, whatever. So, the next thing I was going to bring up is what are the best TV shows of... Oh, he's got it.
Will Arnett.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, cracks me.
Did you ever see him... Oh, what...
Did you ever see the Lego Batman movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the code to the Batcave?
I forget.
Iron Man sucks.
Oh, yeah. It's we're dads.
Yeah.
When you hear this. Disney.
Yeah.
Lego movie.
Yeah.
Batman Lego movie. Well,
That shit was so good, though.
now we're going to talk maybe about something adult, and that is what are the top TV shows of all time, and we're going to go by what IMDB rates, and we're going to kind of give what we think. So, hopefully my stuff works, and how about that? It is working. So, they've got number 1 on the list, Planet Earth 2. I'd have to agree that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I almost take it out of TV shows, though, personally. Right? That's like its own
It's
genre.
a documentary.
Yeah, it's its own documentary.
TV shows is like a sitcom. Is what
But you know how bad it would suck if you didn't have a 4K TV?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you'd be
you
like,
can't
why do
watch
people
it.
like this?
Can't
Dude.
watch it.
Planet Earth 2 blew me the freak away. The lizard on the beach episode, I have watched that thing, I can't tell you how many times, and I still get like, I wear my heart rate monitor, like my heart rate's like going
On
up.
Planet Earth?
Yeah, have you seen the lizard one? When they're hatched in the sand, and then the first thing they have to do when they hatch is outrun snakes.
Have you seen the Aussie Man?
Yes.
Read about
Look
that?
at this mother.
Have you not seen that?
No.
You have to watch this tonight before I leave.
All right.
It's the funniest thing you'll ever see.
Yeah, we're not sure if we're allowed to show stuff like that.
Well,
otherwise
after
I'd
it's
pull
over,
it
yeah.
up.
I think YouTube, we have to get clarification, but I think you can play YouTube on YouTube.
You should promote that.
I know
that
Bob
way.
will know that answer.
You should, yeah.
Bob, can we play the Aussie Man videos from YouTube?
Yeah, you're right.
It's hilarious. It's
Bob,
absolutely
according to John, GOT would be number 1 through 50.
Yes. And me. I love that show.
The Game
too.
of Thrones. No, so if you're going the top 3 right there, I would definitely say Game of Thrones first. We're removing Planet Earth because we think it's a documentary.
Well, I've never seen Band of Brothers, but I've heard that it's really good.
Yeah.
Was it an HBO thing?
Yeah.
I think that's why I never
My
saw
father watched that and has been telling me it's great, like, forever. He's a big Sopranos guy in Band of Brothers.
It's got
So.
Breaking Bad, where Breaking Bad's down there at 5. Breaking Bad was actually pretty damn good.
Well, let's remember that nobody can see this hearing. So number 1 was Planet Earth 2. Number 2 is Band of Brothers. Number 3 is Game of Thrones, which I don't think you could really argue with any of them. They're all great. Number 4 is Planet Earth 1. And at the time, because that was the first thing really shot in HD, it was unreal.
It was unreal.
And just like this, you'd never seen that before.
I remember the DLP TV when that was when it came out. Yeah.
And now we look at it and we're like, who cares?
Projection?
Yeah. What? Who
TV's
does?
this thin now.
Yeah.
So I heard...
It was $17.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it you that told me that Planet Earth 2 was recorded in 16K?
I don't think it was me, because I don't think it was.
Yeah, someone said it.
Okay.
No. Someone said that like the cameras that they used were like an obscene amount of money. Like they were created essentially for that type of cinematography.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why. Like I mean, it's 4K at like because we can only get it in 4K, right? And Netflix is only putting it out in 4K, but we're getting like the best 4K you can possibly get.
He's not going to be able to
You can't
see
distinguish,
it.
Yeah.
Well, at some point it's going to have to be some
Because
form
it's greater
of
than
VR,
reality.
right?
Like, have to come out of screen.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be some sort of VR and like glasses free.
No
VR.
glasses VR, I think, is the future.
Hologram, yeah.
But one that does. The problem is VR messes with some people's balance. So it's like
I almost fell off your ottoman.
Have you done the VR?
No, I haven't.
I have the VR downstairs.
The PlayStation one?
It is unreal. Frank almost fell over.
Well, there's this game that you play.
I like the people that attack the screen.
Oh, dude, it was like... so there's this game that you play. You have to hold your guns, which are the VR, the wands or whatever, right? And you got the glasses on. And you're basically riding a train shooting at clowns and stuff, right? So what they do is they take your legs away from you.
Oh, okay.
So you're not like walking around, right? But then there's a scene where it's like you're going down a roller coaster, and they're just looking at me, and they're just watching me play the game, and I'm like...
leaning forward.
Yeah, it's not like you're moving.
Freaking
but it freaks you out.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, something comes over here, and you're like this.
Dude, they have a new thing that's a fan that sits in front of you. So, like, when somebody jumps out at you,
it can add that extra
It blows
element.
the wind at you. And then when you're going in something like it's... Dude, it'd be too much.
Some people
I put a 32-inch TV up on my son. He's 2.5 years old. So he could watch his Mickey, and my daughters would fight over what's watching Puppy Pals or Fancy Nancy or whatever. And he comes
Dominic
out
Stufens.
because I have a 70 in the living room, and he comes in his living room and he goes, "Little TV, baby TV. It's a 32-inch flat screen."
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I had a 19-inch CRT TV till I was out of high school.
Shoot, you were living big. I had a TV VCR combo that literally
I had the
was
VCR.
this big.
Yeah, I had the VCR in front of me.
I had my dad's first TV, which was it had like the. So
Did
it
it
was
have
the,
vice grips on it to turn the channel?
No, it was like once. It was like the first one with like real buttons. There's like these little sleek metal buttons or whatever, but the front of the TV was like a glass panel that like that you could you removed to clean. Like it had it was a projector,
I
the
remember
round,
those.
and then it was like the flat glass.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the thing weighed so much.
Yeah.
So the next one on the list is Breaking Bad. That was one of my favorite shows, and for one reason only. Did anybody else watch it?
Yeah.
I know Bob did because he said
Bad.
Better Call Saul, which I actually think, Bob, that Better Call Saul was better than Breaking Bad, but you had to watch Breaking Bad for Better Call Saul to be better.
Yeah, I agree.
But the one line that I said all the time was, "What, bitch?" Do you remember him saying that constantly?
God, yeah.
His little buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I wanted to punch that guy. Did you watch Breaking Bad? Dude, I wanted to punch that guy in the face.
You'd like it if you saw it.
Yeah, when all them shows came out, I never really got it. I just never...
So there was a lot going on at the same time, I think, with Breaking Bad, right?
Well, you do
Sons of
realize
Anarchy-
Breaking Bad is supposedly, and the creators of Walking Dead have said that Breaking Bad was the beginning of Walking Dead. And they haven't said how, but one of the creators has said they link up. So, like, for instance, and you can look this up on Google, there's a scene in, like, season 7 where there's this truck that is mangled, but it's got this desert western scene on the side of it. And in the other series, it's brand new, and a guy's driving it and stops next to him. So, like, you see things from both of them. So what they think is, and what's eventually going to come out, because I don't think Walking Dead's going to last too much longer, because they got Fear Walking Dead, which is intertwined now.
Yeah, they're going to
because Morgan is in both of those.
Yep.
And so they think that they're going to link up, and that the meth was the cause
That makes sense.
of the apocalypse.
Because zombies do look like meth heads with better skin.
But yeah, and I saw somebody else say MacGyver. MacGyver was great.
Dude,
But you know it's
MacGyver
not
was
going to be on
legit.
this list. But MacGyver and Hawaii Five-0, like,
Did you ever try to recreate some of MacGyver's stuff?
he could do anything with a toothpick and some duct tape.
I was like, there's always something missing here. Like, you can't quite make a bomb.
He could crap in his hand and use this cup and that whiskey and make a bomb out of it.
Dude, MacGyver and Chuck Norris could take over the world.
Yes. You know, when Chuck Norris does push-ups, he pushes the world down. He doesn't push up.
Chuck Norris does not recognize the periodic table elements because it doesn't recognize the element of surprise.
Have you ever Googled Chuck Norris?
Oh my god, yeah, it's great. Wait, let's finish this and
Oh.
then Google Chuck Norris. Because we're going to go
You
down.
go all night with Chuck Norris.
Yeah. You got replaced by a Tundra, though.
He did. Yes. So next is The Wire. I started watching The Wire. I gotta be honest, I wasn't too into it. It's okay.
I feel like... Sorry.
No, the only ones I've seen in the top 5 is Planet Earth.
Really?
Well, I'm
Watch
looking
a
at
lot of
those,
TV.
though.
It's a good thing we have you as a guest.
So look, they got Planet Earth, and then I'm seeing... Was that Cosmos and Blue Planet?
Cosmos was Carl Sagan. That was good.
I just like looking at that. The Sopranos should not be number.
This is
11.
like a BBC list of.
That's what it
Discovery
seems like.
Channel list of. I'm thinking like Salute Your Shorts. Hey dude.
Dude, I remember.
Those are TV shows.
Those are TV
So
shorts.
I got Salute Your Shorts late. Like, I don't know why I saw it so late, but I remember I saw it for the first time and it was on a marathon, and I watched every single episode and freaking loved that show.
Dude, is Parks and Rec on there?
I don't know. We'll see.
You ever see Parks and Rec?
So what?
I love Parks and Rec.
Cosmos, I've never even heard of.
That's Carl Sagan. It's good if you're into the.
But that's it's
Science
more.
stuff.
But it's still in the
Rick
same
and Morty
line
is
of
funny.
The other stuff, right? Blue Planet. And all that
It's
stuff.
all BBC.
Yeah.
The Sopranos, I don't know how that falls to 11. Just because I know that has like a super cult following, and they're supposedly going to make a movie. So
And then he died not too long ago.
The World at War. That's a 73 TV series. I don't even know why I'd watch that. And I'm pretty sure the Avatar, the number 13, is a cartoon. Like, yeah, this is getting a little far. Sherlock was good. You guys ever watch? That's a BBC show too.
Yeah.
Very long episodes. They're like 2 hours apiece. But it's good. You should watch that one.
Kevin, I think this list is crap.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's IMDb.
We're going to create the top 3 right now.
I know I like that one. Number 23 is True Detective.
What's your number 1?
My number 1? Game of Thrones.
What's your number 1?
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to stick with probably Hey Dude. Hey Dude was good. Ben Stiller's wife was in that.
we're way different.
What's her name? Christine. What's his wife's name?
Ben Stiller's wife. I'll look it up.
Christine Taylor.
Just kind of
Okay.
zipping through that. Man, Sopranos. Sopranos is a good show.
I can't say that I watched the whole thing because a lot of it I was looking at my phone.
You know what show I liked a lot? Is House.
House is
I
good.
like House.
That was a good show.
That was a
and it
good
lasted
show.
a long time, and it really went through.
A drug addict doctor.
Yep.
I mean, you
I
can't
enjoyed
beat
House.
that.
So Law and Order's nowhere on here, and they've just dominated TV, right? Is there like 5 different?
Why is
Law and
Cheers
Orders
not
now?
on here?
Cheers.
Seinfeld does.
Seinfeld's got to be on
Friends
here
isn't
somewhere.
on there.
Seinfeld's number 1
Let's see.
as far as comedies.
Dude, Seinfeld was on point.
Yeah,
Okay, Seinfeld's 39.
that's just not a.
That's
legit list.
that's the other one. So a cult classic is Arrested Development. It has Will Arnett in
I'm
it.
watching Seinfeld.
Yeah, Arrested Development.
Dude, that is the and Jason. It's got a ton of people in it actually. Like, there's a ton of people. Have you ever even
It's
heard
all
of
the
this show?
NBC, all the NBC people.
Well,
In Parks and Rec, right?
Parks and Rec is.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah.
Most-
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a ton of people were in that.
Will Arnett. There's Ron Howard.
What's his name? The one that was from
Oh,
Superbad.
Michael Cera, yeah. Ben Stiller.
Yeah, there's tons of people.
Julia
in that show.
Louis-Dreyfus. Charlize Theron.
And it got canceled, and Netflix picked it up and started
So
doing
weird,
stuff
right?
with it. Yeah. So, you know, a show.
Home Improvement was good.
Home Improvement.
Yes.
I used to watch Home Improvement.
That's
Saved by
on.
the Bell.
It's syndicated now on like Comedy Central, I think, plays it, or Pop, one of them channels.
We cut the cord and we have the rabbit ear.
Gotham?
Yeah, the rabbit thing.
Yeah, and
Aaron Meadows said Gotham. I've never tried.
I've seen a couple episodes of Gotham.
Do you have to be like a DC fan? Because DC
Yeah,
normally
it's-
makes crap.
I feel like my dad likes that show too. I remember him saying something about it.
I never got into the Batman movie. I liked was with the Penguin and Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's my favorite
That's the
Batman.
only one I watched.
He's my favorite. I've seen them all, but he's my favorite Batman by far.
House was great, but the dead horse in the show format. Meaning, I think that means like Jump the Shark. It was repetitive.
Yeah.
It's kind of like my wife is real big into what's that stupid ER movie with Dr. Dreamy and McSteamy?
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, it's the same.
Watches that
Over and
all
over.
those hospital shows are essentially the same thing, right? Someone's gonna
What
die.
made
Someone's
House
gonna
cool? Like they sent him to prison, and then it separated, but he still got to be the doctor in the prison. So it kind of it broke.
like
it up.
House's story. So of all the medical ones, I think House, and then you got to give like props to the original, which was Clooney and what's his face?
ER.
Doogie was the original.
Doogie, yeah.
Your outlook on this is great. I like
You
what
gotta
he's
go.
bringing. Yeah, I
Dude,
like what
he's
he's
good.
doing here. Like he's thinking in like
They laid
the
the foundation
yeah.
for all these.
like the stuff
shows.
we're gonna go. Yeah,
Lost.
It's never gonna be on the list.
Who
Somebody's
wrote-
got to hand me the bottle
Hey, someone
Give me a few cues there.
after I drink out of
No,
it.
that's fine.
someone threw Lost out there.
Well, you can have
All of them.
I'll drink it neat. This is how we do around here.
Did you ever see Lost? Someone.
No.
Oh, I love
I
Lost.
never.
Tell me when.
When?
You know what movie?
We're
show
drinking
you-
Schmack Schmanels.
So Lost.
Would you bother for shit?
Lost. I actually watched that series twice. once
went.
with Morgan and once by myself. And there was some seasons that were like the one where it ticked the time. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
The one where it's ticking the time over and over. It's like, oh my God, can this please stop?
You know what new show? That show Manifest about the plane disappearing. And then
I watched the first episode.
I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is pretty cool.
That was made by Lost, and then it
And
went away.
I never.
Yeah.
No, it died. It never went away.
Like 2 episodes in it.
I think it was something to do with aliens or something.
No, Janet still watches it.
Is it on still?
It's still
Then
on.
it came back because it was the show
They
that
probably
started
went right
after
into a
Lost.
season or one of those seasonal transitions.
You know,
where
another
holidays
Lost
or some
show
shit.
was Heroes.
Heroes. Do you remember? There was a few shows like that were almost legit, like almost there, and then they gave up on them or whatever. Like, do you remember? What was it? The 4400 was one of those shows too. Had something to do with that.
I thought it was the 100.
That's a different show. The 100 is actually good. There's some hot chicks in there. They become
It's
lesbians.
done.
They're done.
You got to throw in Saved by the Bell.
You Saved by the Bell. Was like,
Dude, Flintstones,
No, I never really got into Flintstones.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I couldn't
Ghostbusters.
live without.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that was good.
dude.
Ghostbusters, it goes through all generations. My daughter loves Slimer.
Power Rangers is pretty on point.
Dude, I spent
So-
a lot of time.
Wait, speaking of Power Rangers, so Matt, it's like they couldn't make it tonight. So my thought was when he can't make it because me and him travel a lot, that possibly we could do the green screen and he could be like the Power Rangers guy in the back,
That'd be cool.
and I could put like even the lines through him and
Yeah,
everything.
just paint the wall green. You don't need a screen.
It's true.
I ain't painting that wall green. It's my house.
You got a painter on the show.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it for you.
I want you to know something. This room is white.
Give
not
a
by
shout out
choice.
to Elegant Painting and Pressure Washing, Scott Buck's new company with his buddy Jake.
Oh really?
Yep.
Tell him to get us a little
I will.
snippet. But no, I have
Logo
been in this
and
house.
info.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in this house 6 years, and I've just now gotten the whole thing painted except this room.
What makes me feel good because we've been in our house for almost 2 years, and I just over there just finished painting the upstairs hallway.
Dude, I hate painting.
I stole a
What a
shiplap
passion.
idea from Carrie's house.
Yeah.
And I did the wall behind my TV, and it's awesome. That's the best way to do it.
We did a couple. I got one shiplap wall, kind of like in our foyer. You come down the stairs. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
It's like every morning you come down, you're like, man, if the rest of my house was finished.
Yeah. I know. At least that's done.
This one wall is on point though.
Take all your selfies behind it.
Seriously, Josh?
We did a lot of stuff.
So Josh
Yo,
just
look at
said
school
Dukes
pictures.
of Hazzard, which I believe, but Baywatch. Baywatch.
Dude,
Did he really? Josh,
Listen.
did you really like Baywatch?
The Hoff.
okay.
man. The
So
Hoff.
what if the new list though wasn't top by like reviews essentially, but by like hours watched? Because
Saved by the Bell would be number one.
Saved by the Bell, right? Number one, Home
Seinfeld.
Improvement, Seinfeld.
When I got older, I watched Seinfeld religiously.
Dude, we watch Friends like every
Friends,
night going
yeah.
to bed, and the reason is like you don't need to really pay attention. It's kind of all the same
Yeah.
shit. You're gonna laugh.
Kramer was the shit.
Josh is for real. He means Baywatch.
I've probably seen every Baywatch episode.
I don't think I've seen any of them.
The new movie.
Are you
was
talking about
phenomenal.
the new
The movie
Baywatch
was
or the
good.
old Baywatch?
Old,
You know
like,
they remade it
yeah, old with
with
the
Hasselhoff
Hoff
and Pam
and
Anderson and all
yeah,
that.
those.
Yasmine Bleeth.
Oh,
she in it?
Jesus, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Yasmin.
Well, we're before we get into some real rated R stuff.
How deep are we?
We're an hour in.
We're an hour in?
We can end it, and then maybe we come back live for some backstage.
It doesn't matter. What do we have? Chuck. What did Kenny Nelson? I missed this. Chuck Norris lost his virginity before his dad. That's perfect,
That's
Kenny.
good.
We love that one. I
That is
appreciate
good.
it.
I do have one thing we can talk about.
What's up?
I don't think anybody even knows about it. There's a new football league that started.
You tried
Today.
to mention it a couple times and we kept shooing it away. So what's up with this new football league?
It's there's a team called the Apollos that play at the UCF stadium.
Oh, somebody mentioned it.
There you go. I'm not the only one
A
that
pro
cares.
team?
Yeah,
It's
somebody
a-
up there mentioned.
It's a lower league pro team. So for instance,
Like outdoor? Not
yeah.
not an indoor thing?
no,
It's not another arena league.
there is some difference in rules. I'm not sure if they're allowed to punt. I think they got to play 4 downs. I don't know. I got to look
Makes
into it.
sense. Kickers are kind of
not
useless.
bad. Yeah.
But maybe somebody knows that's watching, but it's the Orlando Apollos, and Jeff Thomas, I think is his name. He used to be a Dolphins player. He's one of their players. So you gotta watch it. Oh, I am not watching Baywatch.
Dude,
But
I could watch the new movie. I can watch over and over again. Dude, The Rock is a fucking beast.
I agree. Number 1 and number 2 on the list is definitely Ordinary Guys and Metal and Mortgages.
I agree.
All day.
Yep.
Except we just don't get those sponsorships, and I'd like that multi-million-dollar an episode deal.
I will do it in Baywatch outfit if they paid for it.
Would you?
I'd sit here in like the short. I'm running tomorrow in like the
No, I'm talking
shortest
about a
orange shorts.
high-cut French thong.
You have to wear underwear on that one.
Yeah, high cut French thong. Like no, I didn't say I'd wear the chick's outfit.
Not for millions of dollars.
The one
Oh,
piece?
for millions of dollars, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I'll wear whatever the fuck you want to wear for millions of
He's here
dollars.
butt naked.
But no, I mean, like, I got my... Dude, I had to line up because I knew... Dude, I have to be in Melbourne tomorrow morning by 6:15. Right? So I was like, I laid everything out, so I had it all ready. And I was... Even like, at times, I held up my shorts, I'm getting everything ready, like, these are fucking short. These are uncomfortable.
Did you second think your Amazon decision?
Yeah.
I see when you post and you run your marathons, I'm like, that sounds fucking horrible.
It is horrible. So tomorrow...
It is.
Tomorrow it's going to be, like, windy, 70 degrees, and raining.
Did you
And I
ever hear
gotta
the reason
run
why he does it?
13.1 miles.
I asked him the reason why he does it. I'm like, because all you do is hate it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, do you run? I said, no. And he looked at John and he goes, do you run? And John's like, no. And he looks at Matt and he's like, do you run? And he's like, not really. And he's like, that's why I run. Because I can say I do it. And you don't.
That's what it is. So that's what pushes me to go further and further because it's so funny, right? They'll have, whatever. Somebody will say, oh, we're doing a 5K. And thousands of people show up, right? And they're like, anybody get through it, right? They get through it, they're like, oh, I do 5K. Then they're like, oh, let's do a 10K. And, like, less people show up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dude, I hear about these, like, ultra marathons where there's, like, 60 people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, 60 people? And they're like, yeah, they're doing, like, a 250-mile race in the Moab. I'm like, fuck.
Did you go to the Disney one?
I'm doing the Disney half marathon in 2 weeks.
They did the one that just passed.
The full marathon?
Yeah, and this dude just come from overseas and just hour 58 minutes or whatever.
Dude, he did it faster than I can run.
He's won it like 7 years in a row.
You shouldn't be allowed.
What do you win?
I know he doesn't get the Florida resident
Your
discount.
phone's about to die, by the way.
My phone's about to die? Oh, it's at 20. We're good. Anyway, so there's no necessarily like prize money. Here's the deal: if you win one of the major marathons and you're not sponsored, you get sponsored. You're sponsored before the end of the day.
Under Armour's calling you up, saying,
somebody's there.
Wear my shoes or whatever.
Yeah, someone's there, and they're like, dude, especially if you did really, really well. If it's like a really crappy race, the weather sucks, and everybody bonked out of it, like maybe not. But if you did, yeah.
I like the ones that they hand out beer at the checkpoints. You have to slam it
almost
before you can run another.
Almost everyone has beer at the end, right? So on my
talking like
ticket,
after a mile, slam a beer. Another whatever.
Dude, I did a half marathon up in Connecticut, and this guy was running with a cooler backpack, and every mile he'd pop open a beer, drink it, take a selfie, and keep going.
So I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be fun.
Guy still ran faster than me.
Do you see the life insurance ads that are saying, "Can you run a mile under 9 minutes? Your life insurance." Well, yeah, I can run it.
Sure.
If it's going to make my bill cheap, I'll do it.
Is it an immediate payout?
Yeah.
Because I'll run that, high school, 6 minutes, no problem.
So actually,
now I can run it under 9. I know I can. But if it's immediate payout and you give me a couple $1 million, that's a good payout for my family.
I know the backstory on that company. Somebody I know works for like reinsurance or whatever. So what they do is they're kind of like the middleman, right? So they're trying to connect really healthy people to really low insurance policies so that the only people they're sending are really healthy. Yeah. So they get like whatever 10% of the premium. They generated so much money that they're actually starting their own insurance company now. That's a lot of money.
Add the premiums.
Well, think about it. If they're only insuring like really healthy people, like what's the risk you got to take, right?
You're probably less than 2% of some, aneurysm or something.
Yeah. And they probably don't cover certain freak accidents, right? So, like, if you die of a heart attack, it's one thing. But if you die of a heart attack running, it might not cover that.
Well, I consider myself pretty healthy, and I know I can run a mile under 9 minutes, but I drink whiskey and don't exercise. So
weird, right?
I'm on blood pressure medicine. So why do I have to pay? I could still run the mile under 9.
It's so funny though because the only thing that would get you on that is the blood pressure medicine.
Yeah.
Because they could be like, "Do you drink?" and you could say
well,
no.
I just say no. I don't take blood pressure medicine.
Well, your doctors.
Well, last time when I got my first positive, they came and drew blood. That was it.
So I do my first one. I just said I didn't have anything. And it's true. And I hadn't gone to a doctor. I didn't have a primary doctor or anything like that. So they just wrote my policy.
Yeah.
But I was writing insurance for a while. At my old place, and they're sending people out to their houses.
Yeah.
They're drawing their blood, and they're like, "Well, why are you lying to me? This guy's got whatever in his blood." I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
They're ruthless.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. But what are you doing, Aussie man? Can we pull that up?
Dude, it's so. I can't believe you've never seen this.
All
You're
right.
about to lose it.
We are going to.
What is going on here?
I don't know. Nobody can see that, right?
No, not
right.
Thank God. All right, so we're going to show you the Aussie man thing since we're like running way over here. Might as well.
This is what we're signing off on this.
Should we sign off and come back after, just in case?
Be crying and laughing after you see this.
Yeah, so we're going to sign off. This is going to be the end of this, and then we're going to come right back on.
We'll put us down at the bottom, and we'll just...
Huh?
It just leaves us on the bottom, right?
Well,
like
yeah,
window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
This raccoon one's pretty funny.
Are we good?
Too.
Yeah, we're good.
Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if this is actually going to play audio. You know what?
You have to.
I don't think it's set up for that. So, yeah, I think we should end on
Yeah,
this.
Kevin effed up that one.
Yeah.
Hey, can everybody see that? Everybody who's watching, see the link. Go check that out. I'm going to watch it myself. It looks like it's going to be funny. Actually, it doesn't look like it's going to be funny, but you guys told me it was going to be funny, so.
Oh, it's funny. Here,
Anyway.
we'll see if it plays audio, but I don't think it does. Can you guys hear that out there?
You know what? I think the same issue. Rogan's got the same issue.
Really? What are your difficulties?
Well, it's that raccoons are consummate professionals
Oh, it's just the
when
whole-
it comes
the
to
whole
being annoying.
Aussie
And
man's
this one
one?
is going undercover as a cat. It's like, oi, let me in
Yeah,
on the
it's
action.
so
Stop
funny.
being hogs. Hey, no, I'm one of you. I'm one of you. What have you got here? A whole bowl of expensive biscuits, a fancy hydration station. This is gold. I can get used to this domesticated
Yes,
lifestyle.
what the
This human has decided to share his food. Instead of being gracious, the raccoon takes the whole fucking bag of marshmallows. He must have been thinking, you bloody idiot.
I don't think it's the
a
lizard one, is it?
dog-eat-dog world. Why would I take one
No.
when I can take 30? Here comes another greedy bastard. Thank you, see you later. They just do not care if they look like fuckwits. Hey guys, have you had
look
dinner
like
yet?
fuckwits.
Or is it on the way? Can I get an ETA? You've eaten, haven't you? I can tell. Alrighty. Ooh, this is a nice rug. Is it Persian? I love it. It would go great in my dining room. Yeah, no, I'll just take this if you don't mind. Of course you don't. See you later. Oh, and remember, give me more notice before dinner next time. Cheers. Meanwhile, back with this guy, he's like, why don't you put the biscuits in the water? Now we have a chicken biscuit and dank water stew. Chuck that in your cake hole. It's delicious. Okay, fine. You don't want it? Look at this gang. It's a bloody gang of raccoons. I didn't even know they could start gangs. Oh no, they found the leftover pizza. That was going to be someone's lunch for tomorrow, not anymore. The Raccoon Pizza Gang is on the loose and they give zero fucks about eating too many carbs. Oh, this is a sweet find. New Balance, roughly 3 years old. These will go great with my Persian rug and my big fuck-off bag of marshmallows. I'll just pick up some fresh laces and totally feel new again. This raccoon is on some kind of heist. He's part of an elite team that's been planning to rob the bakery for months.
That's in the
This is
Dunkin'
probably
Donuts
the last job
next to
before he
Titusville High.
retires, and it's going to be a big payday with that pastry. Everyone should get a good cut. He just has to make it to the getaway car. Overall, I'm keen to see how their species evolves. If they want to be greedy and steal all the time, we'll see. We'll see how far that gets.
Look at that.
Everyone's doing it. Find the lizard one, dude. That's the best one.
Aussie Man Reviews, dude, these are awesome. Hopefully it doesn't get us kicked off YouTube. I don't think it will.
I don't either.
There's no copyright music or anything like that, so should be fine.
But everybody that happens to watch this on Facebook, please go to the actual link we have earned and watch us on YouTube. Frank's going to post it up there again. We may go a little after hours. Just depends on Frank because I know he's got to wake up early. So this is going to be it. Thanks for coming out, Sammy.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me.
And Frank, the hell with you. See you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, come check us out at www.ordinaryguyshow.com. You can check us out on Facebook at The Ordinary Guy Show. Or, of course, you can always see us on our brand new link, youtube.com/C/The Ordinary Guys Podcast. Or just go to YouTube and search for The Ordinary Guys. Thanks again. See you next time.